In the grand tapestry of human history, some figures burn brighter than others, not for the empires they built, but for the principles they refused to betray. Emperor Tewodros II of Ethiopia is one such flame-blazing symbol of bravery, dignity, and uncompromising freedom. He was not just a king, he was a soul forged in fire, a leader who understood a profound truth, that freedom is sacred and sovereignty is priceless. His story is one of unwavering conviction in an era of encroaching foreign influence, when powerful nations from across the seas sought to bend his will. To reduce his ancient kingdom to a mere pawn in their geopolitical games, Tewodros II chose a path few dared to walk. He knew that a life lived in chains was no life at all. For him, 1,000 honorable deaths were preferable to a single moment of surrender. He believed that to kneel before a foreign power was to forsake the very essence of his identity, the spirit of his people, and the legacy of his ancestors. This philosophy was not just spoken, it was lived, right up to his final moments. The climax of his reign came the mountain fortress of Maqdala, surrounded by a technologically superior force. With his army vastly outnumbered and the odds stacked impossibly against him, he was faced with a stark choice: surrender and live as a captive, or face certain death. For Tewodros, the choice was clear. It was a choice that would echo through eternity, a testament to the strength of the human spirit. In those final, desperate hours, his resolve was captured in a powerful declaration that has inspired generations: "I will not be paraded as a captive. I was born free, and free I shall depart." He refused to become a spectacle, a trophy for a foreign army to display. His pride as a sovereign, as a free man, was worth more than his own life. His final act, taking his own life rather than being captured, was not an act of defeat. It was an ultimate act of defiance. It was not a sign of despair, but a profound statement of honor. It was not a moment of weakness, but the pinnacle of courage. In that single, decisive moment, Tewodros II taught the world a lesson written not in ink, but in blood and principle, that freedom is more valuable than breath, and dignity is greater than mere survival. He chose to control his own destiny, even in death. When we look at the sweep of history, we see a stark contrast. The modern era is filled with examples of leaders who, when faced with similar pressures, made very different choices. We see figures who, as their critics would argue, extended their hands to foreign powers, trading pieces of their nation's sovereignty for personal survival, for political security, or for temporary convenience. They chose to bend, to compromise, to accommodate, hoping to navigate the treacherous waters of international politics by appeasing stronger nations. History, of course, remembers both kinds of leaders. It records the names of those who submitted and those who resisted, but it reveres only one. The leaders who chose pragmatism over principle may have secured their own positions for a time, but their legacies are often tainted with the stain of compromise and submission. They are remembered as men who managed decline, not as titans who inspired greatness. Emperor Tewodros II belongs to a different, more eternal lineage. He stands alongside the great heroes of history who chose honor over humiliation, principle over comfort, and freedom over life itself. He joins the ranks of those who understood that some things are not for sale, that a nation's soul cannot be bartered away. He did not bow, he did not beg, he did not surrender. He stood tall, a mountain of a man against a storm of empire, and when the storm finally broke, he remained unbroken. And because of that, because he chose to die a free man rather than live as a captive, his spirit never truly died. His legacy endures, a timeless reminder that true immortality is found not in a long life, but in a life lived with unwavering honor. Thank you for watching. If this story moved you, please like, share, and subscribe for more tales of history's most inspiring figures.